Siyempre maraming mga tao ang tumaas ang kilay nung ako ay nag-nursing kasi nga mahirap lang kami. Mahirap lang kami. Nobody expected na pupunta ako ng America na makakagraduate ng nursing. Nobody expected that. But I kept my faith. I know God has a perfect plan for me. Proverbs 16:3. Share your plans unto the Lord and you will succeed.
Welcome to Linguist Access Podcast, where we all get together to learn more about inspiring stories behind every journey that will give you the courage to push past challenges and overcome obstacles, all for God's glory. With your host, Shalini Oritaves.
Kasi nga, di ba, yung i-weigh mo siya, marami kang need na gustong i-provide sa Philippines. At the same time, gusto mo rin yung work-life balance. So, ikaw, nasa punto ka na ba sa life mo ngayon na mas importante yung may time ako for myself or I just have to work and work and work?
It depends upon your goal sa buhay, kung paano mo siya i-achieve. What I'm saying is, kung meron kang gustong i-achieve right away, may gusto kang bilhin ng mga bagay-bagay, or may mga gastos ka sa Pilipinas, then do pick-up shifts. Pero kasi I tried a lot of pick-up shift before. Na-drain ako. Na-drain talaga ako kasi hindi from sahod na maliit from a public hospital and then come to the America. Napakadaming pick-up shift, napakadaming OT pay. Parang sabi ko, so ginawa ako noon nung mga first year ko dito, sige, pick-up shift, double time. Parang hindi na pala ako masaya sa ginagawa ko. Parang mabilis na akong uminit ang ulo, ganun. So sabi ko, I think it's very important na meron ka rin talagang i-balance mong mabuti. Nasa sayo na lang yung paano, kasi it's very subjective, very personal. Nasa sayo na lang kung paano mo siya i-balance. Kasi may mga tao talaga dito na gusto mag-pick up, mag-work and then mag-settle sa Pilipinas later on. May mga kwan naman na gusto mamasyal. So it really depends. Pero don't forget to treat yourself. Don't forget to buy things that will make you happy at one point. So I think ganun lang siya.
What did you buy for yourself? Nasabihin, if you just feel like sharing it.
For myself, I am not very, alam na mga friend nakakakilala sa akin, I'm not very materialistic. Wala akong branded things, sa totoo lang. I only have 5 t-shirts right now. I'm not really materialistic. So, kapag tinanong mo sa akin anong binili ko sa sarili ko, I would say, it's my first time to buy a laptop. Wala akong laptop before. First time ko makabili. I never had a laptop. Wala akong laptop. Ano pa ba? Mga shop. Of course, shoes. I never had branded shoes before sa Pilipinas kasi puro mga class A sa SM.
Diba? Amazing.
But now, but basically kasi when you work as a nurse in America, you can actually buy most of the thing that you want. If you want to buy luxury items, you can actually buy. Basta mag-work ka lang na mag-work. But I'm not like that. So, just to inspire people, I don't want to brag. Nakauwi na ako sa Pilipinas. Every year kasi ako umuwi. Binigyan ko ng gift ang parents ko. I bought them a land for them. Sabi ko, Mom, this is enough na ha. Na-stress na ako sa dami ng... Kasi sabi ko, this is a land for you. Ganyan. Binilan ko na sila ng lupa nila. Rooted kami sa farming. So, some farmlands for my family. Hindi kami kasi talaga materialistic masyado. Wala kaming car. If you're asking, you're wondering.
Amazing.
I don't need it.
Diba sa culture natin, dapat may obligasyon ka na sa parents ha. Dapat ito na yung dapat mo ibigay. Are they this kind of parents na, alam mo yon, obligado ka nang magbigay ng monthly, dapat bigyan mo ako ng ganito, bigyan mo kami ng ganyan, and so on.
Sa totoo lang, when I moved to America, sabi ko sana, wag na sila magtrabaho. So, pinatigil ko na sila. I just give them allowances, ganun. But they don't ask huge amount. They are not like that. Because we are very simple. Kung kilala mo lang talaga kami, we are a very simple family. Kaya, meron na kaming kolong-kolong. That's it. That's enough.
Oh, talaga?
For us to travel around. Yes. And I'm so grateful kasi lahat ng kung nasaan man ako ngayon, of course, at napakalaking help ng family ko sa sacrifice nila sa akin para makapunta ng America. Kasi wala naman kaming, my parents were elementary graduates, both of them. They're not professional.
So how did you become a nurse? Like, how did you decide to take up nursing?
Actually, funny story yan. Kasi sabi nung papa, nung panahon na 2006, nung graduate ako ng high school, sabi ng super uso ang nursing noon, as in. Sabi ng tatay ko, na mag-take ka ng nursing, anak, kasi baka para pumunta ka ng Amerika. Sabi niya talaga. That's what he said. I'm not joking. Tapos yun. Tapos, syempre, ang parents ko ay both farmers, pero natitinda rin kami ng fish balls, balut, tokneneng, mga ganon. Doon ko rin kinukuha yung allowance ko every day para kahit umulan, bumagyo, nagtitinda ang parents ko para lang may allowance ako na. Kasi yung school namin sa Tarlac City yun, Herona ako. Syempre magta-tricycle ako, magbabas ako, mag-jeep. Ganun yung medyo malayo siya, and I have to have, I think 120 ang allowance ko before para lang, syempre kailangan nila magtinda. And then, nung third year college na ako, mag-stop na ako kasi hindi na namin kaya, which is sad. I was so sad nun kasi hindi na namin talaga kaya support. Kung kanino umutang si nanay ko ng pang-tuition pero wala na talaga. But then, I am, thank God, shout out to Dr. Carl Balita for supporting my education. So, nung capping and pinning namin, naghanap siya ng scholar. And then, sabi niya, number 1 daw sa school. Nang kukunin niya, sabi niya naman ako number 1. Basta, nasa ko naman ako, pero ako number 1. And then, I was recommended by my professor. Kaya hindi ko makakalimutan ang mga nanay ko sa Tarlac State University for believing in me, for suggesting me na makapasok sa scholarship. And then, I was chosen by Carl na kasi nga, ang background ko hindi naman talaga kami financially able. Kaya ako yung pinili ni Dr. Carl. Hi, Dr. Carl. I'm here in the US
Hi,
now.
Hi, Dr. Carl. Thank you. I have Nars.
I'm so thankful. Beyond thankful.
Yeah, and he's an inspiration to a lot of us right now because of, his experiences, how he went through that, and he was able to overcome it talaga. Grabe, amazing ang story. Kasi,
thank you.
Diba, if you think about it, everyone is thinking na pag nursing ang mahal. I mean,
totoo, ang mahal. Ang mahal talaga. Ang mahal talaga.
Diba? Tapos, dumating pa tayo dun sa point na tayo magbabayad sa hospital para lang makakuha tayo ng experience or para lang, diba, magbabayad ka sa hospital. Ang mahal na nung bayad nung sa hospital. Kaya inisip ko, nakaya.
Makakaya talaga. Kasi nung nag-aaral ako ng college, grabe naman ang mga kapitbahay. Grabe ang mga... Siyempre, maraming mga tao ang tumaas ang kilay nung ako ay nag-nursing kasi nga, mahirap lang kami. Nobody expected na pupunta ako ng America na makakagraduate ng nursing tapos nakapunta pa ako ng America. Nobody expected that. But, I kept my faith. I know God has a perfect plan for me to be in the US. Kasi kung talagang plinano niya na mapunta ka dito, walang makakapigil yan kahit kanino pang kilay yan. God will make it happen.
So would you say now that, people are only respected when they are successful?
I would say to some point, yes. To some point, yes. People actually respect more yung mga tao na feeling na sa tingin nila is may na-achieve sa buhay.
Do you get that now? Like, do you get that respect now?
I have to be honest, yes. Kasi before, hindi man talaga ako masyadong pinapansin talaga ng mga taga sa amin. Pero I think they treat me so differently now. Kasi siyempre, sabi nila kami na patunayan. I think that's how but it's still me. Hindi ako nagbago. Kung paano mo ako treat before, this is still me. Hindi ako nag-change. You can ask all my friends sa mga friend ko sa barangay namin. I never changed. It's still me. Alam nila na kung gaano ako kakuripot. Alam nila kung gaano ako mag-act for myself. Alam nila kung gaano ako katipid, kasimple. They know all of that. As in, they can prove it to you. I never changed.
So, ang situation that would prove that how frugal, how kuripot Nars Johnny is, 5 lang yung t-shirts mo.
Yes, I wanna buy na nga kasi sabi ko kanina. Actually, yesterday, pumunta ako sa bahay ng friend ko. Wala na pala akong damit. Kasi nagamit ko na pala. Bumili ako ng isang damit lang. Actually, some of my friends na medyo naiinis sila ng konti sa akin na masyado akong bumili ka naman for yourself. But I don't need many things. I don't need it. So, kung ano lang kailangan ko, yun ang binibili ko actually.
So,
yes.
Right now, I'm sorry if it's too personal. If you don't want to answer it, it's okay. Like, when your salary goes to your savings, goes to your family,
some of it goes to my family kasi since I told you before na I wanna break the cycle of poverty within my family. Ang kapatid ko kasi may 4 siyang anak. Hindi naman siya yung work niya sa factory lang. So, I am supporting the education of all his kids kasi kayang-kaya ko naman. And so, yung isa kong pamangkin mag-aaral sa Manila, I have to pay for it. I think because I want to break the cycle of poverty within my family. That's what I'm doing. And of course, I save money and I have some investments here. I have a financial advisor kung saan ko dadalhin ng pera, ganyan. And they save me. And California, compensation really here is super great. It's so different sa Georgia. So, it's expensive, they say. Expensive ang rent, expensive ang property. But all the things for me, parang same lang. Food, parang same lang. Kasi how much you pay in Costco or in Walmart, it's the same in Georgia. It's the same. So, yung property ang mahal.
You have state tax and also, right? Yung isang...
But you're compensated very well here. So
yeah, so right now, in a nutshell, talagang I would say that, I want my kids to grow up to be very simple. They said, don't act, don't pretend to be rich because it's like wearing what is that? A hat without a cattle, something like that. Parang sa Texas na idiomatic expression. Kasi 'di ba, life is very simple, and life, even if you have already received huge wage ng salary, huge income, and your lifestyle hasn't changed, then you are only upgrading, you're only increasing, but you are not depleting. Kasi 'di ba, nangyayari ang iba, sorry kasi this is really for our audience as well. Napaka-typical kasi na pag pumunta ng Amerika, lalo na pag nurses, ang mindset talaga is they can buy everything. They can buy anything.
Yeah, that's so true.
Kasi magpipick up lang naman bibili ako nito, gawin ko, ganyan. Kasi may i-share lang ako sa Nurse Joni. Meron akong kasama sa work na si RNA. Spanish siya. So, tinanong niya ako, bakit ganun daw yung mga Filipino na kasama niya daw na parang teacher, mother din, parent ng kaklase ng anak niya. Yung damit daw Gucci, yung tsinelas Hermes, yung bag Louis Vuitton. Hindi lang daw siya, yung isang Filipina ganun din. So, tinanong niya ako, ganun ba ang mga Filipino? Kasi, ikaw, Shalini, OR nurse kasi ako, so, usually nakascrab, hindi niya nakikita kung ano. Ganun ba yung culture nyo? So, hearing it from you, that we are not like that, because I am not like that.
Yes, I think some people are. Yeah, some people, but not everybody.
Yeah.
I think it depends on how you grow up. Kasi ako, I'm thankful na nakapunta ako na Amerika nung 30 years old na ako. So, kung ano man yung lifestyle ko in the Philippines before, dun na akong komportable. And I don't wanna change it drastically. Parang ayoko bago ng sobra-sobra. Because komportable na ako sa simple lifestyle.
No offense. If they can afford it.
Yeah, they can afford both. That's the life.
It's your happiness. It's your reward to yourself. But all I'm saying is that, sometimes it's good to realize, hearing it from Nurse Joni, that you don't really have to upgrade your lifestyle and then end up broke. Kasi nga, sometimes we think, afford ko naman yan, but our bills are really high that we can't even cope with it anymore. Kasi sometimes you don't realize, like ngayon, left and right ng mga credit cards, left and right. Ako natatakot ako sa mga credit cards, to be honest, Nurse Joni. Hindi ko siya something na, di ba nakakatakot kasi left and right yung mga credit cards natin. And I even told my husband, ano ba yan? Ibabayaran mo na lang yung lahat ng credit card mo. Sabi niya, masisira daw yung credit score mo pag ganun kasi kailangan daw, may utang ka talaga.
Sabi nga nila, dapat daw wag bayaran para ako ng credit score. I don't know. Pero I'm more comfortable paying everything.
Yeah, kasi sabi nila, that's credit utilization daw, bababa pag iba fully paid mo. So, sabi ko, hindi ko naman kailangan, wala kasi akong piniprepare na uutang ako para magkaroon ako ng magandang credit score. So, I'm not anticipating that anymore. So, ako parang, okay lang, mababa yung credit score ko, basta sa akin wala akong utang, something like that. So, iba-iba yung tao. Kaya, hearing it from you, it's really an affirmation. Kasi we were just talking about that this morning. Yung discussion namin na, dapat i-fully pay daw. Kasi nabasa ko. Kasi yung iba, dapat mag-credit card ka, gamitin mo, ganyan. Yung credit utilization mo, bababa. Ibig sabihin, yung hindi siya masyadong, it does not harm your credit score, but it is not also improving your credit score. So, yun yung sinasabi. Hindi naman kailangan, why do you have to, why would you intend to do that? Now, I'd like to also accommodate our audience who are in the US, lalo na yung kararating lang. Ano yung piece of advice na masasabi mo on how they should, invest their money, how they should, manage their lives here, lalo na ikaw na, nandito ka na for about almost 3 years or 4 years. What can you advise?
Honestly speaking, I don't know many things about investments and stuff. Talagang wala akong alam. That's our weakness. Of some, not all. Baka may mga kasi experts sa finances na nurses. Pero may karamihan kasi tayong mga nurses is we are not very financially literate kung paano mag-handle ng money. Kasi especially when you come from the Philippines na ang liit-liit ng savings pagdating mo dito talagang nagbago 360 degrees. I think one big advice I can tell you is to get a financial advisor. Kasi ako yung financial advisor ko, free naman yun, walang bayad. And then, i-explain niya kung paano, how money works in America. Kasi ang dami nating hindi alam talaga about how money, basta paano nagtuturn around ang pera sa Amerika. So, they know more. That's why it's so important na makahanap ka ng tao na tutulong sa'yo. And I'm glad I found one. Tapos, sasabihin niya kung saan mo i-invest yung mga bagay-bagay. Kasi hindi pwede yung nagsisave ka ng super laki daw yung super laki sobra-sobrang savings. So, stagnant lang siya. Wala kang pinagdadalhan ng pera. So, mas maganda na maghanap pa ng financial advisor. And then learn, of course, watch sa YouTube yung mga videos.
At saka you mentioned kasi sa one of your YouTube na do not invest a lot in the Philippines.
Kasi ang target mo dapat dito is iba-iba pa tayo ng target sa buhay. Ganun na lang. Ang target ko na lang.
But it makes sense.
Sa target ko na lang. So, for example, ako gusto ko magkaroon ng property. I wanna buy a house in the US. Ngayon, ang mahal-mahal ng property sa US. But kung iisipin ko yung mga how much ay pinadala ko sa Pilipinas, ay dapat dapat muna ako. There's nothing wrong magpadala sa Pilipinas. Walang mali doon. Pero set your foundation first sa US bago mo ka magpadala ng sobra-sobra sa Pilipinas. And then once you get settled, and then dun ka na magkon sa Pilipinas. I-focus mo muna talaga dito. That's my advice. Focus ka muna to build your fortune in the US bago sa Philippines.
Why is that? I'm sorry, but I want you to explain further on that.
Kasi at the end of the day, your life will be in the US na po. Kasi hindi na kagaya ako, I'm single, I'm staying in the US, I'll grow up and go old here in the US. Sa Pilipinas kasi, they have a separate life there. Kasi sa parents mo, you can help and support. But you have still, don't forget na meron ka ring buhay sa Amerika. And at the end of the day, siyempre ako single ako dito, sinong tutulong sa akin kundi sarili ko lang din naman talaga.
Where do you plan to retire?
In the Philippines. In the Philippines, actually. Yes, I'm planning to be a politician in the future, pero I had to give up my citizenship. Kailangan ko give up citizenship.
Yeah, you can't be, kasi diba? But
dual citizens cannot be a politician. Pero let's see. I really want to do charity works.
What about here?
No, not here. I don't know, but I'm not sure right now. It's too much, I think. But ngayon, meron akong goal personally na ayoko muna sabihin kasi I wanna keep it to myself. Once I achieve that goal and then mag-move on na ako sa Philippines kung paano ko i-manage yung fortune ko sa Philippines. But my goal here is the US first.
Okay,
my priority.
So thank you so much, Nurse Joni.
Me too. Thank
you so much. I learned a lot. It's always good to reflect on the life of other people because that is when you realize that, it may be doing something that is right or you may be doing something that is wrong and you can align it if it's right. You can always think or recalibrate it. Kasi talagang it's always a good reflection when you try to listen to other people than just living in your own shell. What's the best way to contact you or to get a dose of your content?
Follow me on Facebook, Nurse Joni. Huwag niyo ako i-bash.
I love your content. Actually, talagang I'm one of your followers. I really love your content. I think it's practical. Number one, that's practical. Number too. It's really funny. So, kasi sobrang practical niya, nakaka-relate ka, and talagang natural. Kaya nga pag malungkot ako, nag-visit ako doon, kaya sabi ko, medyo matagal na si Nurse Joni hindi nag-upload, nakakamiss.
Yeah, actually, I will upload. Mag-focus lang kasi ako sa training ko.
I know.
I will upload soon. My last message, I want to share my Bible verse. That's Proverbs 16:3. Share your plans unto the Lord and you will succeed.
Amen.
Share your plans to the Lord. Your plans, it's between you and God. Alam mo yun? You don't need to announce it to many people kasi at the end of the day, ikaw lang na makakaharap sa mga plano mo sa buhay. At saka, of course, with the guidance of the Lord. Yun lang.
Very nice. Very nice. Because if you think about it, I think at the beginning, Nurse Joni was really talking about, God and how involved God is in His plans. And I think that is also the same thing that I do in my life. That whatever it is that I'm actually achieving right now, or I'm about to achieve, I always say, to God be all the glory, because it's not me, it's Him.
Yeah, it's not me.
God did it. It's not me. So
yes.
Yeah, that's the same. That's actually the same thing. I just posted that on my wall a while ago that, it's not about me. It's about Him. So if you want to ask, how did you do it? It's not me who did I didn't do anything. He did it. I was just guided. So without Him, I can do nothing. So it's nice. It's nice to always talk to somebody who shared the same faith with you, who also believes in God the way you believe in God. And I hope to those who are listening, to those who are watching, I hope this will serve as inspiration to all of you that where we are right now, Nurse Joni is an ER nurse, I'm an OR nurse, and it's not something that we say we are already successful in our lives. We're not saying we are on our pedestal, but we are just saying every day is an opportunity for us to get better. And I'm so happy and at the same time humbled to be interviewing him, knowing his background, knowing what he has already achieved in his life, and he remained to be simple in his choices in life. That for me is really powerful, and everyone should really pay attention to that, because it's not about what you have, it's what you have inside. Because sometimes people are always investing on the outside, but what you have inside should be given more priority. And thank you so much, Nurse Joni. Yes. I know that it's different. We are in a different time zone. Nurse Joni is in California. I'm in Florida, but he took the time to wait for me. I'm on call, and good thing that I just finished my shift. Okay, I'm still waiting for a call right now, but thank you so much, Nurse Joni. God bless you. God bless you.
You too.
Yeah, God bless you. Thank you, everyone. So that's it. Thank you, and hope to see you on our next show. Have a great day, everyone. God bless you.
Thank you for listening to Linguist Access Podcast. Please give us a review on iTunes. Leave a comment. Like, share, and subscribe. See you on the next episode.